Okay, so Thomas, Linda here was just set up. Name Linda Watson. User number 5119. We good to go? Okay, great. Thanks, Thomas. See you soon. Hi there. Welcome to my humble abode where the time is around 9 a.m. and I'm sitting with Linda, who has just opened a 100% free account with Thomas Jordan's Instant Cash Club. It took her about, 3 minutes to set up. Yeah. And I've just confirmed with Thomas that it's all up and running. What we're going to do now is go about our day. Then we'll come back around 5 p.m. 8 hours on and see what the Instant Cash Club has done for Linda. Okay, so here we are. It's 5 p.m. The Instant Cash Club software has been running on Linda's account for roughly 8 hours, and we're going to now log in and see what it's achieved for her in that time.
Okay, right, the moment of truth here. Gosh, what? $5,124.30. That's unbelievable. That's mine?
Yeah, that's all yours. And this is only the start. Trust me, there's a lot more than where that came from.
And this thing is going to keep making cash for me, and I won't have to do anything else?
No, that 3-minute setup was all you're ever going to have to do. And yes, the software is going to keep running and running and running and making that cash just for you. Happy?
Happy? I'm amazed. This is mind-blowing.
Oh, believe me, I'm seeing you now, and I'm remembering exactly how I felt on my first day using the software. Magical.
It really is.
Well, another happy new Instant Cash Club member. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to make $1,525,669 in just 6 months? Have you ever thought about what it'd be like to be part of an exclusive cash club? Now, I don't know how you landed on this page, but what I do know is that if you hang around for just a little bit longer, then in just 10 minutes from now, you can be making over $5,000 in the next 8 hours, today, just like Linda did. Now, I know you've heard promises like that before. You've probably been sold a pile of junk by gurus who promise the world, but in reality are simply out to rid you of your hard-earned cash. I know, because I've been exactly where you are now. And I'm not going to do any of those things. No, I'm not a guru. I'm just a regular guy. In fact, I have absolutely no money-making expertise at all. But in February of this year, I got lucky. I was accepted into the Instant Cash Club, the members of which use a revolutionary piece of software that runs 100% on autopilot to make shocking sums of money. And today, I'm going to give you free access to that very same piece of software. That's right, I'm going to give you the chance to change your life by offering you one of just 30 remaining spots in the Instant Cash Club. And if you act fast, it's all going to be totally free of charge. What's more, you're not going to need any previous knowledge or experience because everything is done for you, 100% on autopilot. Now, I understand you might be skeptical. That's understandable. I was too. So let me show you exactly what happened when I first started using the software back in March this year. Now, as you can see, I started off with just $250 in my account. At this point, nothing has happened yet. So I activated the software, left it for a day, then checked in again. And when I did, wow. The software had turned my small $250 deposit into $11,200.24 in just 24 hours. 1 week later, that total had increased to $64,242.42. And by the end of the month, my Instant Cash Club software had generated a staggering $251,206.60 totally on autopilot. I was amazed. Just 2 months ago, I became a bona fide millionaire with a bank balance of well over $1 million sitting happily in my bank account. And I have to pinch myself because not much more than 6 months ago, I was exactly where you are now. My name's Jim. I'm originally from New York City, and I've been around somewhat. I used to buy all the online systems that promised massive wealth. First, I tried internet marketing, blogging, pay-per-click, and all of the outdated methods that those guys use that just don't make a dime. Then I moved into Forex. I bought Forex system after Forex system, but each and every one would just crash and burn. I've been lied to, scammed, and worst of all, spent a pile of cash that I simply didn't have, hanging on to promise after promise, all of which just turned out to be giant lies. It shames me to admit it, but this was my life for longer than I'd care to remember. But then, well, I got very, very lucky. And today, you're about to get very, very lucky too. This is Thomas Jordan, one of the most successful traders on Wall Street for the best part of the last 20 years. And this is Andrew Haynes, another guy who has been making huge money on the markets for the last 2 decades. These guys are not rich. They are mega rich, and they've made all of their cash through trading. Now, the word trading often scares people, and trust me, I do understand why. In fact, the reality is that the majority of people who trade currencies end up losing their hard-earned cash. And let me tell you, I should know, because I used to be one of those guys. The charts and formulas involved, well, to be honest, they had me flummoxed. But here's the good news. Because you don't need to understand any of that. In fact, with the Instant Cash Club software, you really don't need to know anything about trading at all, because everything is done for you. You see, about a year ago, Thomas and Andrew applied the finishing touches to an automated hands-free software that has allowed them to make even more money than they had been making at the huge investment banks where they had previously been employed. It's the very same software that I've used to make over $1.5 million in the last 6 months. And it's the very same software that today I'm going to give you absolutely free. No strings attached. No, we'll charge you $1,000 in a year. No $47 charge to help us cover our costs. Free. Anybody can use Thomas and Andrew's software to make incredible sums of cash instantly. And I do mean anybody. Now, take me for an example. Like I said, I grew up in New York, Brooklyn to be exact, and for the most part I've had a pretty normal average life. In fact, for a time things were going pretty well. We had a little family-run motel in Brooklyn and were often fully booked. For years we didn't have any financial problems or worries for our future. But after the recession of 2008, things started to take a turn for the worse. We struggled on as best we could for a fair few years, but unfortunately we eventually went bankrupt. And the worst thing was that as soon as our financial troubles kicked in, I started experimenting with making money online. I've been going back 5 or 6 years now, and this was when the internet was filled with make money online now ads and bogus Forex trading offers. The kind that make you click on them and keep reading until you're totally drawn in and getting so excited about changing your life with this incredible software. I mean, only to sink to the lowest pit in your stomach when you discover that it doesn't work. But then in February of this year, something incredible happened. I was actually out shopping with my 8-year-old daughter when a smartly dressed guy with a big smile on his face approached me. I instantly recognized the guy. I mean, he had lived close by to the motel and often popped into the little bar we used to have there for a quiet drink with friends. He'd always been friendly, extremely polite, good-natured, and just seemed like a thoroughly likable and happy guy. Turns out, this guy was Thomas. And this chance meeting would be the moment that turned my life around. Thomas had loved having the motel bar as a secluded, quiet little meeting point for him and his friends. And when I told him what had happened, he decided instantly that he wanted to help me out. He told me about his and Andrew's Instant Cash Club and that they had been going on for about 6 months. At that point, they'd only really opened it up to their own family and closest friends, but they'd been talking about giving a few outsiders the chance to profit with them. And Thomas asked me whether I'd be interested in giving it a shot. Heck, I had nothing to lose, so I downloaded the Instant Cash Club software, funded my account with just $250, and pressed the activate button. 6 months on, and I have $1,525,669.02 sitting happily in my bank account, all thanks to Thomas and Andrew's incredible software. Now let's get down to business here. Because what you want to know is, when can I start using this incredible software to make money for me? Well, to the right of this video is a link that will allow you to join the Instant Cash Club. And you will be able to start trading almost immediately. But first, let me tell you why you're being given this opportunity. You see, Thomas and Andrew are already multimillionaires, but that's not enough for them. They plan on becoming much, much richer very soon. And they plan to achieve this by selling the exact same software that you're about to gain free access to one of the investment banks that they used to work for literally millions and millions of dollars. In order to do this, they have decided to open the Instant Cash Club up to guys like you. You see, I told them about the online scams and lies designed to dupe honest, hardworking people out of their money. And they thought that this would be a great way to help. All they ask is that once you see your first $1 million bank balance, you send a screenshot of it their way. That's exactly what I did. It's exactly what David did. It's exactly what Sarah did. And it's exactly what Michael over in the UK did. Because by doing this, our success will provide Thomas and Andrew with an incredible bargaining tool when it comes to them selling their software to one of the huge investment banks further down the line. And by the way, Thomas and Andrew have already reassured me that when this happens, one of the conditions will be that the Instant Cash Club traders be allowed to continue using the software. Your totally free membership will be for life. But let me warn you, you'll have to act fast. The Instant Cash Club is being limited to only 50 members. 20 spots have already been taken, meaning that only 30 people will be lucky enough to take me up on this incredible offer today. First come, first served. All you need to do is fill in your information to the right of this video. You will be taken to a secured membership area where you will be given easy install instructions. We will also give you a link to sign up to our trusted broker so that the software can start trading for you. This is absolutely critical. Some of the brokers out there are serious scam artists. No matter how much money you make, they will never release your profits to you. That's not going to happen here. Because the broker that you'll set up your software to run with is headed up by Paul, a personal friend of Thomas and Andrew, which means that you'll be in very, very safe hands. These guys are honest, tested, and approved. They absolutely love what they're doing and will be there to release your profits to you whenever you want them to. Okay, it's time to act. Time to become one of just 30 new members of the Instant Cash Club. All you need to do is enter your information into the form to the right of this video and click the button. You will then be able to start making money instantly. You won't be asked for a credit card. You won't have to log into PayPal or set up a bank transfer. All you do is access the software, set up a trading account, and away you go. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to join the Instant Cash Club, but there are only 30 extra spots available. So please don't click away from this page because the chances are that it will be gone when you realize your mistake and try to come back. Take me up on this amazing opportunity to become a millionaire in just 4 short months from now. Your life will change forever, just like mine. Send your kids to college. Buy a new car or a new house. Pay off your mortgage. Go on the vacation of your dreams. That will all be possible if you sign up right now. This is an opportunity that most people can only dream about, but for you, it's reality. Don't let it slip. This is your time, and I can't wait for you to join us. Fill in your information, and I'll see you on the next page to welcome you to the Instant Cash Club.